So I enjoy delving into Steam's free horror games, just a horror game that I don't have to buy. Generally, they're usually pretty short, and I can just play through it and find one that I like. And so I'm deciding to turn that into a series here on this channel. I don't know what else to title this series because everybody and their mom already has a 3 scary games or 5 scary games video up on YouTube. So let me know in the comments if you think there's a better title that I could use for this series, or if you like the one that I chose. But with all of that out of the way, let's get into our first game, Rental. To begin the game, we talk with our family, our dad, brother, and our mom. What do you think, you meet? It's not too shabby. If you pay close attention, you can hear the ocean from here. I can't hear it. Did you want to play with me? No. Changed your mind? The door's open. Could the rental man already be here? Could you check for him inside while we unload the car, dear? He's gotta give us the keys. What a nice vacation we're gonna have. After speaking with our entire family, we make our way inside the house to find the rental man. Who closed the door? Hey, open up. But I'm the one inside. It won't open? I should find that rental man. While exploring the house looking for the rental man, interacting with any object that isn't the rental man will just play the same dialogue. Eventually, after exploring the house, we come to a bedroom, and in the corner of the bedroom, there is the rental man. Did you come from the outside? I've been trapped here for weeks, months. I don't even know anymore. I need to get the keys. My parents are... Forget about your parents. You'll never see them again anyways. Unless what? You'll have to perform a ritual to exorcise this cursed place. Yes, that's it. I can't do it myself, of course. I'm just some helpless rental man. But you're a little girl. Who else could do it better? You just need to find the artifacts. It's, let me see. 6 crosses, a woman behind bars, some angry man. No, not me. 3 candles. And then... What? Wait, I think you should know. There appears to be a secret room somewhere in here. I don't know how to summon it, but some of the stuff is probably there. Good luck. Huh. In the drawer on the right side of the bed, we find a key. Hanging up on the wall, we find a cross. In the adjacent bedroom and going through the wardrobe, we find another cross. In the 3rd bedroom, we find the angry man. And going to the hallway at the end and taking a left, we find the woman behind bars. Going into the bathroom, there's a cabinet that we can't reach. We grab the stool and... There's nothing up there. But we put the stool to good use because there's a cabinet we can't reach in the kitchen, and this one has a cross in it. In the living room, there's always stuff between the couch cushions, so naturally we find a candle. Going to the cabinet by the front door, we also find two. Re-exploring the house to try and find more items, we see a door that wasn't there before. And naturally, we have to enter it. Inside of the door is a giant mirror labyrinth. Within the mirror labyrinth, there exists the last 3 crosses. After getting the last 3 crosses from the labyrinth, at the end of the labyrinth we come to a door. The door opens, and inside is the ritual. Hello, Earth to Yumi. Seems like the rental man is not here yet. Might as well unpack what we can. Oh, never mind, the door's open. Could you go check? I don't think we should go inside the house. Now, this is the more silly of the 3 games that I'm gonna show you, but I still found it interesting, honestly. The whole maze at the end part, the ritual, and the fact that even though I don't like the it was all a dream type of ending, it's just a cute little game. I thought it was cute. It wasn't terribly scary or anything like that, but you know, this game wanted to be a sort of cute little horror game, and it succeeds at that, so I enjoyed it. On to game number 2. Fears to Fathom, Episode 1, Home Alone, July 12th. I didn't want to put this up on Reddit just for it to be called a piece of fiction. I don't even know where to start. Excuse my lack of good storytelling skills. I guess I'll just start. It was the middle of the summer. My parents had left for that weekend due to a work trip, which meant I was all by myself for the weekend. Also, I feel like I do have to mention that my sleep schedule was really messed up around this time. I would sleep and get up at just about any time of the day, though I did have a plan on fixing that. I woke up at around 8 after a nap that evening. After getting out of bed and heading over to the desk, if we sit down and interact with it, we get this dialogue. I did have homework that night, but I was too hungry to do it right after waking up. To to summarize the text messages between the main character and their mom and the main character and Mason Oliver, the mom and the dad, like our character said in the beginning, are on a work trip. And Mason Oliver is one of our character's friends that we were inviting over to play Mario Kart and do homework with. Now the text messages that we got from our mom say, "No need to order anything. Already made you lasagna this morning. Check the fridge." If, however, instead of going downstairs and checking the fridge, we go into our parents' room, we get this dialogue. Don't ask me why, but I went straight to my parents' room. And then going to the window, we see a man outside in our driveway, scoping out our house. And then he walks away. Going downstairs and looking in the fridge, we find the lasagna that our mother made us. We throw it in the oven, wait for it to heat up, and then after taking it out, we go turn on the TV and watch TV while we eat. We see a pair of legs walking upstairs while we're eating, but if we go and look around, there's nothing there. There's nobody in the house. So we return to the couch and finish eating. I was already feeling very sleepy after eating the food. Text from Mason Oliver read, "We're gonna have to call it off, man. Something just came up, but you gotta come to Jessica's tomorrow." We go and turn off the TV, and then if we walk down the hallway in the back, we notice the doors open. Going upstairs, we get more texts from Mason Oliver. "I'm sorry, Miles. Gotta see you tomorrow. Don't forget Chem, though." To which we respond, "Chill out, dude. All good. I'll probably just go back to bed after Chem." And that's what we do. We head to our room, sit down, do our chemistry homework, and then go to bed. I got done with the homework for the day in about a few hours. Our mom texts us saying, "Don't stay up too late, you kids. I shouldn't get to hear from Miss Paula this time." I got up to get some water. It's kind of weird though. We get the idea that somebody's at our door, and we decide to answer it. Now that's only one of 3 endings that you can get in this game. There are 2 bad endings and 1 good ending. So we'll go through the good ending real quick and then we'll go through the second bad ending. After grabbing our water from downstairs and heading back to bed, our mom texts us, "Miles, who's that at the door?" Followed by a photo, and our mom asking, "You there?" The photo shows a man standing outside of our door. Upon going to look and see who's at our door, our mom texts us again. We sent to her, "Mom, where'd you get this photo from?" And she responds, "Paula sent me. Said he's been creeping through the windows. We're calling the cops. You kids lock every door and hide in your room. Don't answer the door." Now, if we do open the door at any point between now and when the endings come up, it would just give us the same ending as the first one. But now, if we go upstairs and we hide, we get to the other endings. Glass shatters and a doorbell rings, so we leave our hiding spot. Our mom texts us again. "Do you hear her? It's Paula at the door. Mom's so sorry, honey. Everything's gonna be alright." A door opens and we see a shadow. The lights are on, but Paula's at the door. If we make the decision to go back into our room and hide under our bed, eventually the police show up. However, if we're too quick to act and we just book it down the stairs, the man inside will catch us anyways, before help could ever arrive. Fears the Fathom is probably the most well-known game that's in this video, I would assume, but it's pretty good. I've never played it before up until I decided to make this video, and I figured I've heard of it. I haven't seen anybody play it, but I'll play it and see what I actually think about it. And I think it's pretty good. It's short, sweet, to the point, and it's kind of just a introduction to the rest of the games that they have, because if you didn't know already, Fears to Fathom is more of a anthology type of game. So the first chapter is free, and then you can pay money for the rest of them, basically just paying for DLCs, but they're all little mini stories. But all in all, as with every other game in this video and even in this series, so I don't have to reiterate it, I recommend you go play it for yourself. All of these that I'm going to play in this series are going to be free anyways, so if you're interested in it, you might as well go play it. And with all of that said, let's get into our last game of the video. Time is 5:40 past 11. I have received another artifact from my old friend, Professor Ortve. He writes again about how he misses working with me out in the field, and his remorse about the accident. I immediately felt a chill down my spine and was once again back in the cave, trapped and hopeless. I composed myself. I need to focus on my work. Time to start the examination. Name: Artifact NR297. Site: Kurgan Burial Mound 7B, Ural Mountains. Material, clay. Age, unknown. Function, unknown. To begin the examination of the statue on our desk, we can rotate it. On the left side of the statue, we find what appear to be some sort of etchings. Using the magnifying glass that we have, we look at the etchings. We make the observation that they are runes of some sort, but we don't recognize them. We write down the runes that we saw, and then we continue with the examination. On the right side of the statue, there is nothing. On the back side of the statue, there's a metal object embedded in the artifact. We don't know what kind of metal it is, and we don't think that it's extractable right now, so we leave it alone. Going to our books, we have to use keywords to find out things about the statue. The first thing we look up is runes. Doing this gives us a list of 3 runes: Orkan runes, Rovas runes, and Furdark runes. The one that matches, the Rovas runes. Looking up Rovas, we get this. The Rovas script, or Old Hungarian runes, is a writing system used for writing the Hungarian language. After the establishment of the Christian Hungarian kingdom, the old writing system was partly forced out of use, and the Latin alphabet was adopted. However, among some professionals, the script has remained in use. For example, shepherds use it to track the number of animals. Old Hungarian letters were usually written from right to left. Deciphering our runes, we get the letters G, N, U, D, R, U. And then when spelled right to left, we get Erdung. Looking up Erdung, we get this. Erdung is a shape-shifting demonic creature from early Hungarian paganism. In pre-Christian beliefs, it ruled the lower world and helped God in creating the earth. After Christianization, it was identified with the devil. One of the oldest Erdung myths is recorded on the Ugra tablet found in the Ural Mountains. Illustration of the devil from the Codex Gigas, 13th century. If we look up Ural, we get a map of the Ural Mountains and this description. The Ural Mountains, or simply the Urals, are a mountain range in Eurasia that runs north to south from the coast of the Arctic Ocean to northwestern Kazakhstan, a fragment of von Herbertstein's map. However, if we look up Ugra, we get this. Found in the Ural Mountains, the Ugra tablet depicts the legend of a star that fell to earth, and out of the star, the 7 children of Erdung crawled out. According to legends, the children caused misfortune, sickness, and death to mankind. But a brave Taltosh used his cunning to lure and trap the creatures. Out of the 7 children, only 6 are depicted on the tablet. This could be because of damage, but one hypothesis states that this is evidence for the 7th children being the folk creature Mumush. Using this information, we look up what a Taltosh is. According to folk tradition, a Taltosh is a person born with supernatural powers. A Taltosh was born with teeth, a 6th finger, or other additional bones. The most important ability of a Taltosh is a meditation or spiritual trance. In this state, they could heal wounds and sickness or learn hidden truths by sending their soul among the stars. We then go from that to the Mumush. The Mumush is an invisible creature that scares children in Hungarian folklore. It is most often associated with darkness, but there is no description of its shape even in the beliefs of other peoples. According to some assumptions, there is no description of its shape anywhere because for everyone, it is the embodiment of their own fears. A black liquid flows from every pore in the statue now. Including the one where the metal object is located. Moving our compass close to the object, it picks up a magnetic field, so we get to work figuring out what this metal object is, and maybe what this statue is as well. Searching up clay first, we get this. Pottery is the process of forming objects with clay and other raw materials, which are fired at high temperatures to give them a hard and durable form. It is one of the oldest human inventions, originating before the Neolithic period, with ceramic objects dating back to 29,000 to 25,000 BC. Looking up metal, we get this. The earliest archaeological support of smelting is dating to around 6,000 to 5,000 BC. The most common metals found on archaeology sites are iron, copper, lead, tin, zinc, and their alloys. Because iron is magnetic, it can be easily distinguished from the rest. And we know our object to be magnetic already. Looking up iron, we get this. The earliest known ironwork is dated from 3500 BC and made from meteoric iron. There are two main types of ironwork, wrought iron and cast iron. Cold iron has a long and varied tradition in the mythology and folklore of the world. Looking up cold iron, we get this. Cold iron is historically believed to repel, contain, or harm ghosts, fairies, witches, and other malevolent supernatural creatures. This belief continued into later superstitions in a number of forms. So naturally, we pull it out. The front of the statue is now broken. We decide to pick up our candle and investigate. We hear breathing off to our right. We don't want to look, but we have to. We have to find out what's going on before we can leave. Turning to our right, we see something before we're enveloped in darkness. I stumble in the darkness trying to find my way towards the door and away from that wretched thing. I reach out with my hand to find something. There is a wall here. We turn to our left. There is nothing in front of me. The air feels colder here. We go forward. There is a wall here, and I feel some sort of moss growing on it. We turn to our left. There is nothing in front of me. We go forward. There is nothing in front of me. We go forward again. There is a wall in front of me. We turn to the left. There is a wall here. We turn to the left again. There is a wall here. Is this not where I came from? We turn to the left again. There is a wall here. There is a wall in front of me. Am I losing my mind? We turn to the left again. There is a wall here. There is a wall here. There is a wall here. No, this can't be happening. I remember the matches I keep in my pocket. There is just a single one left. It takes a few seconds before I dare to light it. We're surrounded. There's nothing but walls. And now, darkness. Excerpt from the newspaper article titled "The Children of Clay." Just a few months after the disappearance of the esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, the team working on the remote site in the Urals has made an astonishing discovery. A previously unknown underground chamber containing a dozen similar small clay figures has been discovered. They are in contact with several universities across the globe to further study them. This game is easily my favorite of the lot. I love this game. I love the art. I love the story. I love the setups. I love the interactions. I think it's beautiful. Even though if you got this far in the video, you've seen me play it, you should go play it yourself anyways. It's not very big. It's not hardware intensive. There's nothing about this game that should restrict you from playing it. It's free, everything. You should just go play this game. It's so much fun. I love it. It's worth the experience even after watching a video on it. I hope this developer makes more stuff. They're awesome. I love it. But anyways, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm going to be uploading more consistently this year, so look forward to that. But with all that being said, I love you all. Have a nice night and sweet dreams.